Hello dear viewers and welcome back again to Good Morning Kuwait. Now this is the introduction. Water security remains a central national priority for Kuwait, particularly as the country relies on advanced desalination system to meet its water needs. Now, in light of ongoing regional developments, ensuring the reliability, sustainability, and long-term resilience of these systems is more important than ever. And today we are joined by engineer Hebah Abbas, who brings a systems-level perspective at the intersection of infrastructure and sustainability on how water security is strategically managed, integrated, and continuously strengthened within Kuwait's broader development framework. So let's welcome engineer Hebah Abbas and welcome to the beautiful show of Good Morning Kuwait. And we hope
Thank you, and good morning to you
Yes.
and our dear viewers, of course.
And we hope that you and your family are all safe and everything is going well. Alhamdulillah. That's good to know. So now, as a first question, engineer, is that given your experience at the intersection of infrastructure and sustainability, how would you describe the importance of water security today within Kuwait's national priorities, especially in the light of this regional developments?
Okay, well, in line of the recent regional developments, water security is firmly positioned as a national priority in Kuwait. It has always been, and it will always be, of course. This is nothing new, as it's directly related to resilience, to let's say, economic continuity and long-term sustainability. However, one important thing I want to mention here is that water security is not treated in isolation. We don't treat it as an isolated utility issue, but rather as a holistic core pillar of national security and development, as water is interconnected and interdependent with other sectors such as energy, food, and infrastructure, which means basically that resilience is integrated and engineered in our systems from the very beginning and at a system level rather than managed in isolation. And this is a big plus. Also, from a national security perspective, just to tap on very briefly, water security cannot be achieved in silos or separately. As we said, it requires a whole of system, whole of economy approach grounded in geoeconomics and integrated national planning. And as you mentioned, regional development, so this is very critical in a region that is shaped by geopolitical sensitivity, resource interdependence. This is very important, how we tackle water security in order to ensure the continuity of critical service, especially under such cases.
Now, a side question is that how can we as civilians actually protect the water security? I mean, you're doing your part. What about us? What can we do?
Well, there are many things that citizens can do. They are important part of this equation. But first of all, I want to assure the citizens that the water security in Kuwait is based on a strong foundation. It's based on advanced treatment technologies, advanced infrastructure, overall integrated planning, as we said, and continuous investment. However, this is a shared responsibility, as you have asked me. So where the sustainable practices affect the long-term efficiency of the system. So of course, helping us with the efficiency through the sustainable use, but mainly at this stage, what they can do is take the information from the official sources, pay careful attention to all the official sources, listen to the instructions and take the news, first of all, from them, only from the official sources, and then follow the instructions and do whatever they can to help us conserve energy and water.
Now, from a broader perspective, how does Kuwait ensure the reliability and continuity of water system, and what should the public understand about the strength of this integrated approach?
Okay, well, first of all, I want to tap on briefly about the integrated approach itself so that we can have a better understanding of it. Integrated approach is very critical to us. Why? Because as we've mentioned, that water, energy, infrastructure, and food are structurally interdependent and interconnected, which means that any disruption in one directly impacts the others. Of course, this can be a plus and minus, but it depends on us how we plan it and how we integrate it within our system And alhamdulillah, in Kuwait, it is a plus, of course. I'll give you an example of how this relationship works. For example, in Kuwait, water production relies heavily on energy through desalination,
Yes.
of course, while infrastructure enables the transmission, the storage, and distribution of water. Now, this relation is both critical, of course, and interdependent, as we said. And, you know, so therefore, we cannot really treat water security in silos. We need to force the alignment and align in terms of the planning, of the investment, and the policy. And in Kuwait, we apply this, and you can see it either in the ministry also, because our ministry is Ministry of Electricity, Water, and Renewable Energy.
Yes.
Whereas in other countries, they are separated, the Ministry of Water and Ministry of Electricity or Energy. So this really demonstrates the level of integration that we have. Our systems are resilient by design from the very beginning. And of course, when I say from the very beginning, it doesn't only start there or stop there. It's throughout the life cycle.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking about, let's say, a deliberately engineered multi-level system that is designed to deal with disruptions effectively. We have integrated planning, we have preparedness measures, we have contingency planning, all in place to ensure redundancy, to ensure flexibility and the ability to respond to any disruptions. And one main point here I want to really emphasize on is that for us, we don't just respond or react to disruptions. We have a proactive system that is designed to adapt, to plan, to anticipate, and to sustain. Even when we respond to any disruptions, we do this while balancing many elements, such as environmental elements are taken into consideration, social elements, and of course, first and foremost, the safety of the public.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't understand how important electricity and water is until they, at one point when something happens, like right now ongoing regional problems, they start to feel how it's, in some point it's fragile, but at the same time, within our infrastructure, it's actually very strong. And as you said, it's very multi-layered when it has to do with its security, with its infrastructure, and with the people working within it. And the fact that we are trying to keep it as much as we can on ongoing developments like this shows how strong our faith in our infrastructure and the people that are working and the contingency plans that they have just in case of any emergency. Very true. So looking ahead, what strategic priorities will further strengthen the Kuwait's water system and support long-term sustainability?
Okay, actually I really like this question because, as I said, for us we're proactive. We're not just waiting to respond to issue. We are proactive in our planning and integrated planning at a system level, of course.
Yeah.
I would say we should definitely continue focusing on efficiency. Efficiency is a key. Also, diversification in a sense, you know, and we started this already. You know, a lot of our desalination plants now are powered by renewable energy and solar energy. So diversification in many ways and forms. In a sense, also today we're looking at in the future to have mobile desalination units, you know, so there is a lot of diversifications that we want to do there, you know, and also the system integration, and this is across the entire water value chain, of course. At an infrastructure level also, we want to continue to enhance the efficiency of the desalination processes, maybe ensure advanced reuse of treated wastewater. This, we should implement it and work on it like seriously and increase this also as well. And maybe also digital monitoring. This is very important. Data is important, of course, because at the end of the day, you cannot manage what you cannot measure.
Exactly.
So having the digital tools, having the data, the real-time data will really help us a lot, you know, to increase the efficiency, the also reliability of our network overall. And also, I would say an important point to keep here is always to keep the alignment between the water security plans and the broader national plans, especially when it comes to energy transition and food security. This is important, you know, to lock in that resilience and system level
Very
thinking.
well said. All right, as a final message, what would you like to share with our dear viewers when it has to do in general with water security in Kuwait?
Well, my message is both of confidence, of course, and awareness. Confidence in a sense that the water security in Kuwait is based on a strong foundation. As we said, you know, we have advanced technologies, we have robust transmission and distribution networks. We have also integrated planning, as we said, continuous investment, not only in the infrastructure and the technical part, but even in the manpower, which is an important element of our water security today. However, this is, as we said, a shared responsibility, you know, so we would like the public to be more aware of their consumption and so on. And it's important, you know, to know that this is a holistic approach. When we tackle water security, it's holistic. It's not about managing supply alone, but integrating or engineering a broader perspective across the entire system.
Exactly. As you said, I mean, there is a specific system that is going through the water system. So we also have to integrate, even with the human part, as a civilian, as a human part, we also have to integrate a system that we can actually holistically, you know, hold hand in hand and make sure that we are consuming it in the right way and saving it also in the right way.
Exactly.
Right. Thank you so much, Engineer Hebah, and we hope to see you soon again right here in Good Morning Kuwait. And it's such a beautiful chat with you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, dear viewers, thanking our guest, Engineer Hebah Abbas, for the sustainability expert and water security. And right now, General Coast Guard mission encompasses the protecting maritime interests through search and rescue, marine environmental protection, port and waterway security, and law enforcement for whomever violate marine laws. All right, how about this? We'll go to that special report, and we'll be right back after this.